Hey polish fans, welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer, and in today's video we are doing another haul video. So I found these through a Destash. I will try to make sure to list where I got them down below. It is also getting a little bit dark out, so I might go and change up the lighting here, but I've surprisingly found that shooting at this time of day is working out, so we'll see how that goes. But in any case, let's jump right into this Destash haul. So I believe I found this Destash through the Nearly No Rules nail polish. That's where I find a lot of the Destashes, but I also find them on Instagram. I believe I have a video up that lists where I shop, so that will list a number of places that are sort of my go-tos for finding Destashed nail polishes. Let's see what I purchased. Alright, so this first one looks like it is from Sephora. Oh, okay. This is interesting. This is sort of a new to me brand. But look at this beauty. So this is from Sephora and it is their Pantone Universe collection. And this was a really beautiful sort of multi-chrome, larger particle polish. And I thought this one was absolutely stunning. It is this beautiful deep purple to blue shifting polish, and then you can see at certain angles it goes to this brilliant fuchsia. I do think on camera it is washing it out just a little bit, but it is beautiful, and on that corner there you can see that golden edge popping up. Really beautiful polish, and I definitely have polishes from Sephora in their different lines, but I had never even seen this line before. That was the Pantone Universe, and this seller did have one other color, but it was sort of an olive to gold coloration, and it's just not one of my favorites. I have seen polishes like that previously, and it just doesn't appeal to me. It's not one that I think I would wear, so I just got this one. And let me know down below if you were aware of this polish line from Sephora, and if you have any, I would be curious to see what other colors they came out with. But this one was called Waterfall, and as I was saying, it's just a really beautiful sort of purple to deep blue iridescent shifting polish. And I think this one, the swatches were really beautiful. I might have something that's kind of similar, but for the price I figured it was definitely worth a shot. I can see if the formula is nice, if this has top abilities, that sort of thing. So beautiful polish from Sephora. And again, that was Waterfall. I also got some Zoyas from her. I have been sort of adding to my Zoya collection when I find them for a good deal. My poor little sticker. Uh-oh. Okay, I might have to cut this one out. Otherwise I'm going to lose my label. There we go. But I got some pretty nice colors, I think. No, another one. Uh-oh. Okay, I think I can rescue this one. Peel very carefully. Okay, there we go. Alright, so these first two are Julie and Kate. And I guess we'll talk about Kate first, because Kate I found kind of interesting. She had two different Kates, and I guess in the different collections that Zoya has had, they had one Kate that was this color, and then they released a different Kate under a different collection. And I don't remember what collection it was, but it was a different color. I don't remember what color it was. But I thought this was kind of an interesting sort of terracotta mauve-ish, sort of a milky tomato soup-ish color, if that makes any sense without sounding gross. But I thought it was a really neat color, so I wanted to give this one a shot, see it in person, and sort of compare it to other colors that I have and see how I like it. But I really like this unique tone that it had in the swatches that I saw. So beautiful coloration. It is a cream polish, and just a really beautiful color. I can't wait to see how this one looks on my skin tone and how it compares to other polishes in my collection. But from the swatches, it seemed to have a fairly unique tone to it, so we'll see how that goes. And again, that one was Zoya Kate. The next one was Zoya Julie, and this is a beautiful light lilac shade, and I really like colors like this one. This one has sort of a soft shimmer to it, and I can't wait to see if that one shows up on the nail. I do think in the swatch pictures that I saw, it added a little bit of depth to the polish, which is always nice. And this is another beautiful color that I think will look really nice in the spring months, but also will be beautiful in the winter months. So that one is a nice soft pastel shade. And again, that one was Julie. Seem to have tape on all of these labels. That is unfortunate. Let's see if we can't rescue this one. Maybe. So this one was a color that I was looking for a while. I may have mentioned before, I don't order from Zoya that frequently. So the one time that I have ordered from Zoya was last year when they were having their end of year sort of 70% off sale. Prior to that, I've gotten Zoyas through Destashes, and honestly, I couldn't even tell you. Probably Destashes and random polishes from the thrift store, and possibly through polish lots off of eBay. And the Zoya order that I did last year was fairly large, but I didn't get everything, obviously. So there were plenty of Zoya polishes in their lineup that I haven't had yet. So over the last 6 months or so, I have been sort of adding to that collection. Initially, I wasn't impressed with the lineup that Zoya has, mainly because it seemed to be majority of finishes that I wasn't excited about. They do have a tendency of having a lot of cream polishes, and those can be a little bit basic. But what I'm discovering is I do like having creams in various colors, because when you want to wear a specific shade, you just can't beat finding that right shade that was just the right shade of purple, or just the right shade of green, or just the right shade of orange to fit what you had in mind for your manicure. So I have been sort of stocking up on my basic cream polishes, sort of fleshing that aspect of my collection out, because I definitely, over the course of discovering indie polish, had definitely been more excited by the multi-chromes and the flaky polishes and the iridescent polishes. So I definitely had a lot of those, and I was finding more recently, of course, that I was every once in a while looking for just a basic cream. That was what I had in mind. So I've expanded my horizons with that and started to understand that those definitely have a place in my nail polish collection as well. So these two, however, are not basic creams. After all that, this one is another Zoya, and this is from their Matte Velvet collection, and this one is Savita, and this is one of their collections that I didn't have, I don't think, any of. I definitely like this one. It looks beautiful on the nail, and as the bottle would imply, it does dry down to this velvet satin finish, and it's a gorgeous royal purple, and I'm not sure if you can see it through the haze of the glass, but it does seem to have a slight shift to it. I'll be curious to see how that comes across on the nail, but I do think it was a gorgeous color, and I love it when a polish dries down to this gorgeous sort of satiny, semi-matte finish. So nice to add this to my collection. I do think I want to get possibly the red one, maybe the green one. It might have been the green one I think that I liked as well. So I might be looking for that one soon as well. So again, this one was Zoya Savita. And this one I had been looking for a while as well. This is another Zoya, and this one is called Monet. And this is a beautiful glitter topper. And as you can see, it is in a sort of clear base, mostly clear base. And it is some beautiful iridescent glitter. And this is definitely one of the more basic, I guess, toppers. However, it is absolutely beautiful. I saw some swatches of this and it convinced me that I needed it in my collection. So it's a lovely soft shade. I think this one will look really beautiful in the wintertime and of course in the spring. So lovely color. And of course, iridescent glitters like this will look amazing over darker colors as well. It will bring out their deeper tones because they do shift amazingly. So again, this one was by Zoya and it is Monet. And oh, I think this one was added as a freebie possibly. So this is Zoya Hazel and this is a beautiful polish. It is a really interesting color. This is sort of a metallic tealy green blue. And look at all of that beautiful golden sheen. This one I think is going to look really neat in the fall. I really liked how it looked on the nail and definitely a unique color. Seeing if I can't get that. There we go. That's more of what I'm seeing. So it's this really dusty teal green. I don't remember what the official description was of this color, but it's a really unique shade. Look at all that sparkle and shimmer. So can't wait to see that one on the nail. And again, that one was Zoya, and it is the Hazel Mini. The next one that I got is a L'Oreal, and this one is called Brit Invasion. I'd actually been eyeing this polish on and off for at least the last 6 to 7 months, and I just couldn't decide if I wanted it or not because the swatches that I saw sort of had me stumped because some pictures that I saw of this, it looked brown. Other pictures that I saw of this, it looked mauve. Did decide to turn on the light, so it is going to cast a bit of a shadow. We'll see about holding the polishes up this way. So in some of the swatch pictures that I saw, this definitely looked taupe. In other polishes, it looked like that taupe had a little bit of a purple tinge to it, and I'm definitely glad that I gave it a shot because I think in person it definitely does have that purple leaning tinge to it. And look at that beautiful glimmer in there. This one is definitely loaded with beautiful shimmer. It is mostly golden, but I do see some other colors flashing around in there. And of course I am a sucker for this kind of purple, sort of this toned down, dusty mix between a purple and a grayish, if you will. So really neat color. Can't wait to see how this actually looks on because it definitely is interesting. And she had some amazing prices going on for these polishes, so I got this one for probably, I don't remember if this was 50 cents or if it was $1, but in any case it was a really good price. So that was again L'Oreal's Brit Invasion. Ooh! And I got a Berry M. So Berry M is another one of those brands that is harder to get here in the States. I do believe this is a London lacquer. So yeah, made in London. So it's a UK brand. So I have been able to somehow get a hold of a Berry M a couple of years ago, but it was through a Destash and I didn't realize at the time that this was a hard to come by polish. So I believe this is only my second or third Berry M polish here in my collection, and this one is called Indigo, and Indigo is another color that I really enjoy. You'll hear me say time and time again that any colors that mix blue and purple together, whether it's a shift or if it's a color like periwinkle or indigo, just really appeal to me. I really like how they look. And this is a beautiful deep cream polish. And I think this one is going to look really nice on the nail. It is a bit on the deep yet bright side. I do think it's washing out ever so slightly on screen, but just by a touch. So beautiful color from Berry M. And again, this one was Indigo. Can't wait to see how that one looks. And I got a Color Club. So I have been slowly but surely collecting more of the holographic polishes from Color Club. This one is called Cloud 9. And if you've watched my Polish Firsts, I think one of my first Polish Firsts videos from a while back, I mentioned that Color Club was the brand that sort of made me realize that I really did like holographic. I think for a while holographic, and still actually, holographic isn't necessarily my favorite. I definitely prefer the multichromes and the flaky polishes, and if there's a holographic component, I tend to appreciate scattered more than I do linear. And here's the reason for that. A lot of times when you have this linear holographic in a polish, it often sort of diffuses the rest of the polish. So I often find myself distracted by the rainbow, and I have had to sort of tweak how I'm seeing holographic polishes. You're buying it for the rainbow and the tinge that you're seeing, not so much for the color and then the holographic, if that makes any sense. I have learned to appreciate them for what they are, and they are gorgeous, and these formulations of holographics are really amazing. Look at all of that color spectrum coming through. Really beautiful formulation on these, and this one is this light pinky metallic holographic. Very beautiful color. I am curious to see how this compares to the pink one that I do already have, but I think that one is a little bit more of a bright color, and I don't remember offhand what that one was called, but this is a lovely holographic, and again that one was from Color Club, and it is called Cloud 9. And these last two polishes that I got are more Berry M's. So this one is from Berry M, and it is called Denim. And this is a really beautiful denim blue loaded with some shimmer. And like I said before, Berry M is one of those polish brands that I don't have a lot of, so my Berry M collection has just about tripled just from these. So this is a beautiful coloration. This is really neat because it is a denim blue, but I sort of see a little bit of purple popping up. Not as a shift necessarily, but just in how, in tonally, the tone of blue, I think I'm seeing purple in it at some angles in person. On camera, I'm definitely seeing just denim blue, but beautiful color there. Really can't wait to see how this one swatches. And again, Berry M, that was Denim. And again, the prices that she had on these were really amazing. I think the Berry M's she had for like 50 cents, maybe $1. Whatever it was very low. So this is another from Berry M. This is in the Jelly line, and this is called Blackberry. And this is just a beautiful cream polish in a jellyish formula in a really beautiful berry purple tone. I think on camera it is sort of washing out that berry tone. I'm just seeing a sort of true purple on camera, but in person it definitely has that sort of berry leaning tone to it. So lovely polish. I think this one might be sheer enough to maybe do jelly sandwiches, but maybe just barely, because it definitely is sort of a opaque-ish jelly. But curious to see how that one looks on the nail. And polishes like this always make good undies for your topper polishes as well. So glad to add that one to my collection. And again, that one was from Berry M, and it is called Blackberry. So there you have it. That was my little Destash haul that I got recently. Never mind the pink polishes back there. We're just talking these polishes here. So that is the Destash haul that I got here recently. Make sure to like and subscribe for more nail polish videos, and feel free to comment down below if you have any favorites or if you have any polish from the Berry M brand that I should look into getting, because I definitely do like them. As I said, they're just harder to get here in the States. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.